Hey everybody! Welcome to this Static Rotations Continued class. I'm Hanka and I'm honored to teach you some of the more complicated combinations in static rotations. If you don't have a lot of experience with static rotations yet, I would recommend you to do the first video, which is Static Rotations Fundamentals. In this video we're going to build upon some of these tricks. If you're more experienced, then you can definitely follow along with this class. Make sure you've done a very good warming up and then we'll get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is a way to go rotating into our invert. We're going to use a sitting position, we're going to slide down with the hands and we're going in our inside leg hang. So make sure you're familiar with both of these moves. I'm going to show this once. So I'm going to sit on one side. You're going to open the legs slightly. I'm going to bring the hands in between the legs and then I'm going to bring the leg behind the pole and invert into an inside leg hang, like that. Now this doesn't really look like it's spinning a lot, but if we combine it with another trick that we've done in a previous class, the sit to sit, we're going to rotate into this one. What's really important is that when you lean to the side, you're going to feel a lot of grip on your upper thigh. We're going to transfer the grip to the front of the lower thigh. The lower leg is in front of the pole, but we have to bring it behind the pole. At that point, you are in a split grip position, pressing both of these thighs onto the pole. And then when you slide even a little bit more, you're going to have the lower leg onto the pole. So I'm going to do this again. See if you can see the weight transfer from the top leg to two legs to the opposite leg. I'm going to climb up, have to be on this side. Hand goes between the legs, the pressure is on the top thigh now. Both legs, slide and open to the sky and slide into your inside leg hang. Like that. Make sure you have a little bit of grip on those thighs. So we want to do this with a little bit more momentum. So I'm going to add a move from one side sitting to the opposite side sitting, where I'm going to switch hands. And what you want to do is sit to the opposite side, really bring the chest forward. That allows you to have more grip on the upper side of these thighs, and then go into this combination into the invert. So don't be too fast, give it a little bit of time and wait. Basically, you can be very lazy during these moves. So, I'm climbing up. I'm sitting on one side. I'm going to make the circle and transfer to the opposite side. Lean forward, switch, and rotate. Like that. You guys had the best angle for this. So, because I start with that rotation, the sit to sit from the previous video, then I'm going into a very piked seating position, and that allows me to bring the straight arm, the outside arm, all the way down between the legs. What I've seen happening a lot is that people try to lift their butt at that point. You don't have to. Do not lift the butt, but go upside down by sliding the hand along the pole. So this hand, don't grip it too firm, but try to slide it down. And that's the point where you start to rotate your nose up, and you will have your leg on the inside of the pole. So let's do that again. Sit to sit. Really leaning forward, and then have a look at what the lower hand is doing. It's really sliding. I'm not lifting my butt. I'm going to bring my head lower than the hips. And that's the way we can go upside down. So up. Start a little bit higher. I'm going to make the sit to the opposite side. Sit, pike, hand goes down, sliding, sliding, sliding. A little bit too much sliding, but okay. And invert into the inside leg hang. Now, if the pole is a little bit sticky at some points, this doesn't really go very smoothly. That is something that you can practice, of course. So try to press down on the pole, try to slide down, and try to combine these two moves. We're already doing some combinations here. I'm going to give you a little bit of practice time for this. Let's take 2 minutes.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell you, mama. love me too. Yeah, I really hope you love me too. I'm gonna tell you that I need you. I need you every day. You'll get weary of my touch. That's how much I'm gonna tell you that I want you. I wanna let you know. Oh, you're the only one for me. No one else. I'm gonna shout it out. Yeah, up on the mountaintop. So I really hope you love me too. Yeah, I really hope you love me too. Oh, there's something deep inside, yeah, that really makes me wanna speak my mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna show you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my lips.
So I hope that worked. If you need a little bit more practice time, please pause the video and take your time to get these things right. Now we're going to do something that can continue from the previous move, but you can also do it as a separate move. We're going to get into the inside legging and we're going to rotate into a brass monkey. So any way you want, you can go into your inside legging, like that. And make sure you have an inside legging that gives you a little bit of freedom. So don't have an extended leg with the ankle on the pole, but really squeeze the knee, the foot is free, and I have my arms free so I can rotate and move around. So that's key for this combination. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my nose towards the pole. I'm going to bring the free leg behind the other one. And if I do that at the same time, I can squeeze the pole and squeeze with my legs and go into a brass monkey, like that. So what you're actually doing is kind of switching legs, but it's really important that you keep the free leg behind the other one. It might feel like you don't have grip at the beginning, but when you then rotate your chest and allow your hands to rotate as well, you can pull yourself into a brass monkey. I'm going to do this starting on the opposite side again, and I'm going to do this a little bit more smoothly. Have a look at what the leg is doing, and then when I'm in the brass monkey, have a look at what the hands are doing. So, inside legging, there. The leg goes up, the hands go in, squeezing, and now I'm squeezing my other leg around the pole, and the hands are helping me to rotate, like that exit on the floor for now. So in the end, if you don't feel like you have enough grip, you usually have to squeeze more. So really pull both knees into and around the pole. Also, when you help yourself to rotate, you will feel that you rotate into that nice point where you actually have grip in your brass monkey. Of course, you have to make sure that you know both the brass monkey and the inside legging. You can practice those separately, and maybe you will feel that you end up on the wrong side for either one of them. In that case, practice them separately on your weaker side as well. Now, let's see if I can spin and do this thing one more, and spin even a little bit more when I go from the inside legging into this brass monkey. Going up. I'm going to start with my hands away from the pole, and then I bring the chest towards the pole, hands grabbing around, squeeze the knee, and this is the point where you want to continue your rotation and end up in your brass monkey, exit of choice for now. One little thing that I didn't really say yet, it helps if you rotate away from the pole first, and then when you start the real combination, you rotate into the pole, and your outside hand is the one that's going to squeeze into your armpit. So if you're used to doing brass monkeys with this grip, you go away from the pole, and then you end up with the inside arm. And the inside arm in the brass monkey is, of course, the outside one in your inside legging. So one more, you can join me, and see if we can combine these things and make them more smooth. But make sure you're safe, of course. I'm going to start. Let's say this side of the pole here. Away with the hands, then in when the leg is also going behind, squeeze and rotate, rotate, rotate. Now I'm adding a little bit of extra momentum with the hands. You can start with more momentum as well if we combine the previous trick with what we are doing right now. So if you really want a challenge, we can do, for example, that sit, into that pike, inside leg hang, and that gives us already a little bit of start momentum, and then we can take that momentum into this breast monkey. For that, I'm definitely going to need a little bit more height, so I'm climbing higher, and I'm going to show this combo once. So we're going up. Let's take an extra step. One side, nice pull here. I'm going sit, inside leg hang, and continue into that breast monkey. There. And exit of choice. So the good thing about that combo is that when you are going into your inside leg hang, this hand is already down. So all you need to do to go into the breast monkey is to bring your chest towards the pole and bring the outside hand into the armpit. So you don't have to let go with the lower hand. That is, of course, the challenge. You can also take the moves and separate them and practice them in separate ways before you put them all together. Let's take 2 minutes practice time again.
And how big old Santa's gonna fit in our chimney anyway. And mama, what happens if it's just no good? Well, it's simply move on to the next house in the neighborhood. I don't think I can leave this be. I got too much riding on this, you see. It's me and the chimney tonight. I'm not taking my eyes off of it. Me and the chimney tonight. Right here by the tree is where I'll sit. Me and the chimney. Me and the chimney. Me and the chimney tonight. Hey, Papa, don't Santa know that it's dangerous? Can't be up on the roof when there's snow. There's nothing to discuss. I don't think I can let this go. I've gotta see this through, you know. It's me and the chimney tonight. I'm not taking my eyes off of it. Me and the chimney tonight.
Okay, so I hope that worked out for you. We're going to continue, and we're going to use the same trick with the legs, but we're going to have a different start position. We're going to have a butterfly or windmill or whatever you call this move as a start position. I'm talking about this one. There. From that position, we can do exactly the same thing with the leg, squeeze it behind the pole, and rotate. Again, that looks like a little step when I'm doing it like that, but if you put it into a larger combo, a bigger combo, you will see that it will rotate a lot. So first what you want to do, you want to go into your butterfly or windmill. So I'm going to do this upright up. You have one ankle in the pole and the other leg is free. And then that free leg is going to squeeze behind the pole, and that's going to be the breast monkey leg. So you're basically switching legs. Now, when you're upside down, that might be very confusing. What helps some people, and me as well, to go in the right direction with the leg, you want to think about the biggest circle and end up here with the knees kind of crossed. Because that, if you cross the knees and you tuck the pelvis in and you rotate a little bit in the hips, that's when you get most of the grip behind the legs. Let's do that again. invert. This is a normal split grip butterfly, by the way, no twist grips or true grips or anything. Butterfly. Extend the leg and make it go behind the other ankle. Squeeze, rotating around. In the end, your hands might be like that. That's okay, you can simply switch them. So, to get the momentum going, right now it's pretty difficult because you're in a static position and all you have is this. To get to the right point with your knees, you want to use the hands again. If you can't remember in which direction you're going, you might want to draw a circle on the floor even to follow that. So, but it also helps to start and get into that butterfly position in a different way. So we've done Reiko splits in the previous class. We're going to use that. I'm going to bring my Reiko split, I'm going to bring my foot up, lower hand down, and you can go into a butterfly from there. So this might be a familiar combination, but now we're going to make it spinning. So again, take your Reiko split from the previous class, or maybe you've done that at another moment. We're going to lift the leg up, hook the ankle, bring the hand down, so the lower hand goes down, and you're going upside down into your windmill butterfly. So without momentum, that looks like this. Knee or ankle on the pull, there. And then I can continue squeezing the legs around. So getting used to the directions is the difficult part here, but it's basically all intermediate kind of moves. Now let's see if we can rotate the Reiko split a little bit more and see if we can follow that same rotation to go into this brass monkey position. So I'm going to step up. My top leg in the windmill is going to be the free leg. So I'm going to start, lift it up and rotate. Knee around the pole, lift the other one up, and directly combine it into that brass monkey position. There. So in this case, I'm trying, the moment I'm transitioning from the windmill into the brass monkey, I'm trying to draw a big circle behind me and then squeeze. With a little bit of momentum, this all gets a little bit easier. So, time to practice. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. If you need more, please pause the video and see if you can get these things first separately and then together into a longer combo. Go ahead. So, I hope you got that. Now we're going to continue, because what can we do from that brass monkey? From the brass monkey we can keep the momentum going and circle around the pole in the same direction. And again, you can put these together in the longer sequence, or you can practice it separately. So first we're going to do this without anything else. We're going to get into our brass monkey any way you want. Make sure you're familiar with brass monkeys. I like it from shoulder mount. There. So from the shoulder mount, we're going up and we're going into a brass monkey grip. So this is basically your brass monkey grip with the knee around the pole going diagonally around the pole. You can have both hands up or you can have a hand down. This works in both positions. Now I'm going to bring the leg up and I'm going to give it a circle to the side, pull myself up on my top hand and rotate around the pole. And that last part, rotate around the pole, is what we've already done in the previous class. So that is basically sitting and leaning around, allowing yourself to follow the momentum. Now to get there is usually the difficult part, but you can practice it by just stepping into it, jumping into it, to get the momentum with the leg right. And there's also a little bit about the timing, because the leg starts the rotation, and again, don't bring the leg really close to the pole, but bring it to the outside and touch all corners of the room before you start pulling your hands around and follow with your chest. So there's a couple of things that have to basically move around the pole in the same time. I'm going to jump into this, because that's fast. Both hands up, or one hand down, but that moves up pretty quickly. Leg out to the side, start pulling, and then use the hands to pull your chest closer to the pole. So that's basically that move in a nutshell, but you can do this on both sides. So I'm going to, for example, sit on the opposite side. I'm going to bring the leg around, other side of the room, squeeze, and start rotating around the pole. So that, as a separate move, is something that you can practice pretty close to the floor and be safe. Now, to make sure that you can combine it with the rest of the combinations, we have to figure out how to do the brass monkey, and then swing the leg to the outside, and at the same time, you bring your chest up. So now I'm going into the brass monkey in a different way. There, here. Because this is usually where you end up doing these combos, or maybe even here. I'm gonna rotate. So what I'm gonna do now is indeed bring the leg to the outside. So there, not close to the pole. I bring it to the outside, rotate, and at the same time, bringing the leg up. And the chest up, sorry. So that brings me into that split hands start position. So swinging the leg to the outside brings you only into the grip with your inside leg. You have to make sure that that inside leg is really strong and that you're familiar with that brass monkey move. So your brass monkey should be really comfortable. The outside leg is going to give you a bit of a kick. The chest goes up, and the moment you can see the pull, you can grab either both hands up or inside hand down, outside hand up. I'm going to do that again. Let's get started on this side. You might get a good angle here. So I finished my previous combination. I finished in this kind of Cupid Eros position, whatever you call that. I'm going to have the leg straight, kick it out to the side, and at the same time, I'm going up with the chest. And now I can continue bringing the leg close to pole, bring the chest close to the pole, and rotate out of it. So if you practice the move separately, you really have to think about what the leg is going to do. If you practice this in the combination, your leg is moving already, the chest goes up, and you directly pull yourself around the pole. So we're basically missing the first part of the separate move. So now as an extra challenge, we're going to put these things that we've done so far, we're going to put them together in a longer combo. There's two options for a longer combo. In the first one, I'm going to use that Reiko split into the butterfly, into the brass monkey position. So what I'm going to do, again, foot on the pole, static position, pull with the hands, lift the leg up, directly go into your butterfly, continue in the brass monkey, rotate a little bit and bring the chest up. And if you want, even spin it down. So those are all the things that we've done so far together. The Reiko split, the butterfly, brass monkey, and a little rotation out of it. So that's one option. You can pause the video and practice that if you want, or you can also have a look at the other one. And that's the one that goes from the sit to sit, into the inside leg hang, into a direct brass monkey. Make sure you keep that lower hand down to allow yourself to rotate chest down, and then swing out with the leg. And you can even continue the last part with the turn down that we've done in the first video. So I'm going up. I need a little bit of height for this. There. To sit on one side, extend the body, switch, pike, bring the hand down, open the legs up to the ceiling, keep the hand down on the ball, rotate around. Hey, that's your brass monkey. And I'm going to kick the leg up, grab the ball, sit, and here you can even combine that last part with the turn down or a variation of that. So that's how you put all those things together with all the tricks that you've learned so far. Take a little bit of time to practice that.
You're so fine, oh lady. Let your body take control. You're on my mind, baby. Just move a little closer. And I say, oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, we're moving close together. Wanna make your body mine through the night. Hot and sweet through the night. Let's get out fast and slow. I wanna get to know you. I know a place where we can go. It's just around the corner. And I say, oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, we're moving close together. Wanna make your body.
Okay, so I hope that worked. Now we're going into a totally different set of moves. We're going to use handsprings. So again, make sure that you are comfortable and familiar with the handspring. The twist grip, usually with these kind of combinations, they always end up in twist grip handstands. So you want to make sure that those are good for you, that your shoulders are safe, and that you know what you're doing. Because we're going to get into it from weird angles, and therefore you want not just to know the trick, but you want to be able that you can move around in them. So you want to practice that separately, and then we're going into the following moves. So lots of options, but one that is definitely one of my favorites is when we're going from an front Marley, which is something I'll show you in a second, and we're going to lean backwards. We're going to need a lot of grip on the knee. So I'm going to show you this combination once, and then we get into it. So I hope you've seen, it starts with a lot of grip on the inside leg. This is my right leg. I'm right-handed in my handstand, so my right hand is on top. If you are left-handed, you have to change everything, I'm afraid, because I can't show you this on the opposite side. So you want to start with the inside knee in a side sit or a front sit or anything this direction. And I'm going to grab on top of this ankle. So this is where you're going to have a lot of grip in the beginning. Then we're going to lean back, and that's the scary part. So you want to make sure that you're safe when you're doing this, have a crash mat or a spotter around or anything. And we're going to grab into a handstand position and rotate out of it. So I'm going up, a little bit higher. This is where I start. We can come from a completely different start position as long as the inside leg here is on top. Now, Right leg in the pool, right hand, so same side hand is going to grab the ankle, and I'm going to lean back. And by leaning back, I already start to rotate, so you don't have to do anything for this. This automatically happens. To continue and make sure I can go into a handstand, I have to make sure my ear gets close to the pool. I grab around the pool, pull myself a little bit more parallel, and the top leg, the free leg, is going to cross over. So if you can see, the pole is kind of between my feet, between my ankles. Hand that's on the floor, that's facing the floor, is going down, fingers down. I always remember this by looking into my hand like I've written something, like a cheat sheet in it, and I place it on the ball. That is the pushing hand. Now the only thing you have to do is regrip the top hand from the ankle to the ball. It's a very short distance, and if you have it, rotate out of it. That was a lot of talking upside down. So it's really important to be parallel to the pole. I've seen a lot of people try this and they push themselves away because they place the lower hand too high, and then you would be diagonal, and that would not be a handstand. So it's really important to do this moment when you lean back. You want to have your ear as close to the pole, kind of like you listen to it. That helps. And then the lower hand goes with the fingers down, look into your hand, see what you've written down there, place it onto the pole. Not like that, but write something in it and then bring the hands down. This, as I said, it's a very short distance. It's only that. So you're not doing a big regrip, but of course there is a moment that you let go. You want to do this fast, and therefore you want to make sure that the pole is safe between the knees. If you don't do handsprings, by the way, you could go into a Russian layback at that point because that also has the legs there. Just an option. So I'm going to do this again. Going a little bit higher, starting there, and I'm going to see if I can do this a little bit more smooth. So make the combination in one go. Hand down, ear to the pole, leg up, rotate into a handstand. Like that. So for a long time, all the grip is here on that knee. If you want, you can get into it from any other, maybe static rotation or any other move that has the outside leg in the pole. And we have done a combination like that. We have done inside leg hang to outside leg hang. Again, previous video, but if you have something that would bring you into that position from, for example, another static rotation, you can make really cool combos. I'm going to show you one. You don't have to do this one right away, but it's just inspiration, and it's an option, and it's a nice challenge. So for this one, we're going to take the inside leg hang from the first video. This is going to be my top leg in the handstand. I'm right-handed, right leg in the pole. I'm going to make this tie hold, rotate. From here, grab the ankle, continue into that handstand, out of it. Like that. So between those two sequences that we've done in separate videos, all I'm doing is the knee that is from behind, the lower leg, comes from behind, it swings to the front. And that moment is where I have my hand down and I push so the leg can pass the pole. I'm going to do this one more time, see if you can see that combination in the middle. Inside leg hang, swing the leg around, hands down, grab, and that's the moment, that's the push moment. Rotating around, handstand. Like that. As I said, that's the extra challenge for the day. But let's take a couple of minutes to practice not only this combination, but maybe separate steps of this combination. Let's take 2 minutes.
Fast and slow, I wanna get to know you. I know a place where we can go. It's just around the corner. And I say, oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, we're moving close together. Wanna make your body mine.
So that does bring us to the end of this class, but before we leave, I have one final combination to show you. If you have a very tall pole, you can put all these things, at least most of these things that we've done in this class and in the previous one, you can put it together and you can make one long, beautiful combo that continues to spin around the pole. I have to climb up pretty high for that. If you don't have a very tall pole, just take separate steps and separate parts of it to practice, and when you get back to a studio and you have a tall pole, let's put it all together. But this is your inspiration combo. Up, top of the pole. Like that. Have some fun and enjoy.